Hello everyone, it is Foul Play here, and I am back playing another Modern League here with Bogles, once again, as always. So I'm going to be continuing with the list I've been running here for a little while. The only change notable was I haven't been running into any Dredge really recently, like the last 3 or 4 leagues, so I removed the Graph Digger's Cage for that third path. So going over the deck tech real quickly here. So we just got the 20 land base over here. We've got 11 creatures in the main deck, excluding Dryad, with the 3 core Spirit Dancers as opposed to the 4 most people run. Moving over to the Aura base, we have 4 ofs for Ethereal Armor, for Rancor, for Daybreak Coronet, and that's it. We've got 3 Hyena Umbra, and then 2 Cartouche, 2 Grisboom, 2 Sentinel's Eyes, 2 Spider Umbra, and 2 Spirit Mantle. Might look a little bit like I can't decide on what's good or not, but each of the different auras are good for various reasons, such as Spider Umbra being pitchable to Force of Vigor, being able to block flying creatures and tokens, things like that. Sentinel's Eyes giving the extra 2 sources of Vigilance, so I run into Vigilance more often than not. If I don't see a Daybreak, I've got another way to get a Vigilance on my creature. Grisboon giving that flying stat, Evasiveness, Cartouche creating that token, really powerful, and Spirit Mantle just, pro creatures, very strong. Nice fun interaction with your core Spirit Dancer against Reflector Mage and humans is they won't be able to bounce your core Spirit Dancer once you put a Spirit Mantle on it. Funky tip. So moving over to the sideboard, we've got 3 path for creation matchups, 3 Rest in Peace for a lot of different decks, Jund, Mystic Sanctuary decks, 3 Suppression Field for, again, a lot of different decks, 3 Force for anything running Chalices, Bridges, things like that, and Gadok Teague for non-creature decks that go big. So, with all of that put aside, I'm going to go ahead and get into this Modern League here. And see if we can continue our good form that we've been having. So yeah, I think my last league was a 4-1. I should probably find that out. I assume it was. I'll just pause and double check though. Alright, so I'm going to have to double check that properly later, but yeah, it looks like my last league match that I played ended in a win. So I think it's pretty accurate. Alright, so we're against a Urian deck. I don't like this hand against a control matchup. The reason why I don't like it is it doesn't give me the ability to play 2 auras a turn. We're very creature heavy here. This Dryad Arbor doesn't tap for mana, so we're going to throw this one. Look for a better hand. This would be fantastic if it had a creature. Alright, down to 4. Just what we want to see. Keep this. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Done. And, Force of Vigor is potentially going to be extremely good against us here when we've mulled so hard. Alright, Wooded Foothills with a Yorion. That's interesting. And a Forest. Utopia Sprawl? Okay. It's like for white. Interesting. Well, I don't think we're going to get Blood Mooned here, but they might do something funky. Not really sure. Might prioritize getting this Spider Umbra down if I can to play around Supreme Verdict on turn 3. Potentially. Alright, so he has got the red. He's got another Utopia Sprawl for black this time. Oh, yikes. I guess I try to fade Oath of Kaya now instead of Supreme Verdict. It's probably more likely, maybe. Maybe it's equally as likely. They would have cast it in response, probably. Opponent is up to something very funky. 80 card deck, 2 Utopia Sprawls. Yeah, no worries. Easiest game of my opponent's life. Yeah, so just... Oh, they've lost connection. Alright, they're back. Alright, they'll be here soon. Alright, this card pretty much reads we lose the game and gets cast in response to the trigger, but we are still going to get the token because they let it hit the creature initially. So that's something. Still dead to a lot here. Opponent's got 5 mana on turn 3. It's pretty scary. Bring to light, and we cry. Big old yikes right now. Yep. Mizzet Reborn. Yeah, sure. Right. So, you know, mull to 4 and get absolutely destroyed by that card. What have they got in hand? Renin 6, Kiki Jiki, and Lightning Helix. I guess we just got to get this out of Lightning Helix range, but then we died to Teferi. Play Core and hope they misplay, or somehow didn't put Lightning Helix and Teferi in hand. I don't know. We're super screwed now. They got another Niv Mizzet. Alright, Renin 6, and then Teferi, and then bounce, and then kill token. Alright, this is looking awfully sad for us. I mean, at least we can cast it this turn, maybe get a draw trigger. Oh, and then they just Lightning Helix me. Alright, whatever. We lose. Alright, so if we drew land there, we could have played Spider Umbra, but we didn't, because, you know, why would we? Alright, so Gadok Teague in against Bring to Light deck. Path could be good against Niv Mizzet. I kind of want these Force of Vigors, seems they're packing Utopia Sprawls. Cards to take out. Maybe Sentinel's Eyes. Maybe Griffsburn. Alright, let's take out Griffsburn. It's probably the least exciting aura in my 75, I reckon. Alright, we just need to not mulligan into Oblivion. And this hand is not that good, but I think I keep it. I need to actually top deck cards with a hand like this. I guess at least we have protection from Oath of Kaya because we've got a second Hexproof creature, so that's something at least. Yeah, I guess this was actually a reasonable hand just based off of that. Birds of Paradise, you got it, opponent. You got it. Daybreak Coronet, very nice, but I think I want to play around Oath of Kaya here, so let's shock in this Temple Garden. Rancor. I guess I shouldn't have played a land at all, and I should have just done that in the second main. So this is insinuating that I've got another creature, which obviously I do, but maybe, yeah, maybe they chump block there where they would have otherwise wouldn't have, and we deal 1 less point of damage. I don't know. I guess it's not hugely relevant. Alright, so we do also have to play around things like Abrupt Decay, so I'm going to put this over here. Attack. Leave this scout in hand. Hold on. Hold on. If they Oath of Kaya here... Alright, sure, whatever. So now we want to play the other scout in case they've got a second Oath of Kaya in hand for their, you know, 80 card deck. And we're just in a really bad place against something like Supreme Verdict instead, or Damnation. I think it plays the 3 mana red white one, Deafening Glare or something along those lines. The point is, respect the sweeper. It'd be interesting to see if he's got Abrupt Decay and Assassin's Trophy. I don't normally see it in these lists, but maybe this one's running it. We'll just attack with the one creature. Hope to dodge Blessed Alliance, which can be cast from birds. They can't cast Settle the Wreckage, that's double white. Alright, so they get rid of one enchantment. Alright, I was expecting a block there. Why would they have done it like that? I might have just screwed myself pretty hard by not playing Daybreak second main. Alright, Uro's fine. So I probably want to see something like Grispboon or Ethereal Armor or Spirit Mantle again. I took out Grispboon, didn't I? So that's not going to be anything we see. Alright, I think we're good to get there this game. Alright, so nothing in response to the first one. Opponent's conceded. Cool. Alright, so we scraped through. It's really good. They've got Uro as well. Yeah, let's just run it back. I don't really want to change anything. Guess Grispboon would have been an awful draw because both their creatures had flying. I'm just used to decks not having flying. This sounds good against everything except Oath of Kaya and Teferi, and I think that's enough for me to mull. Opponent's also mulligan, finally. Alright, we'll keep this one. Bottom Spirit Mantle. Or bottom Rancor. Yeah, bottom Rancor. Alright, in case we draw another land, I might want to hold up this fetch land for something. Just play out Bogle on its own. Pass the turn after that. Alright, Rain in 6 gets them a land. That's decent. Gotta play around Oath of Kaya. We just can't let that thing get out of control. I think I'll attack the Renin 6 for 3 here. If that's the only like land in hand, he gets it for free to go to like three lands here, or even 4 lands. But I might be able to get him, and then next turn I can Sentinel's Eyes on the Scout, attack that for 2 because it's going to tick up, attack him for 5 or 6 or whatever it might be. So I think this is... Wow, he plussed without playing his land. Okay, that's very interesting. Alright, we'll see if he Oath of Kaya's. Nope. Alright, we get through, but now we're in a bit of trouble against board sweep effects. We don't have any totem armor, and we don't have 4 toughness yet. There's a supreme verdict. Alright, Core Spirit Dancer off the top. Yep, Scout off the top works as well. There's damage we've taken from our land base. Get rid of both our Bogles in case, or both our hexproof creatures in case he has some random surgical extraction or something. Alright, Birds of Paradise is good. That means they're slowing right up. Force of Vigor is not bad for us. Doesn't have any targets yet. We might be able to hit something with it at some point. Of course, he's got no Utopia Sprawls this game, though. But we do have him dead in 2 turns. Maybe he's playing something random like Worship or something. Where Force would be good in Snaring Bridge even. I guess he doesn't have the Oath of Kaya either, or else he would have played that. So that's really good. Doesn't mean he won't draw it. Alright, random Restoration Angel, sure. Yep. Seems fine with me. Restoration Angel on Niv Mizzet Reborn, that's kind of disgusting. Yuri into hand. Alright. Alright. So they might have Lightning Helix as well. Something to be aware of. Extra 2 points of damage there and... Oh, wow. Awesome. Awesome. I think we just got that from the Ethereal Armor, so we can push that extra damage over the top. They don't have green-black up for an Assassin's Trophy, so we're just real safe to go here for this win. Cool. Opponent conceded, and we win the first round. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I mean... My big question is, does that deck really need Urian? And I think the answer is just a very, very firm no. I think diluting his cards down is bad. Yeah, I think just decide on your best 60 and go from there. I don't really see them getting enough value off Urian. Like, what are they bouncing it to Fairy? Their own token? That doesn't make any sense. They're not running Arkham's Astrolabe because that's banned. Are they running Abundant Growth? Maybe. Yeah, just... Maybe there's matchups where it's good, but it doesn't seem amazing to me, though. Alright, so back for the second match here. Lost the die roll. We are up against Wook-faced. It's good against anything that doesn't Thoughtseize us, as long as we draw a land in the top 2 cards of our library. I think we keep. Could be a bit greedy, but we do have 2 Totem Armors here. Against Ponza, we actually get to get a board presence as well, which is something. Control, alright. So we really do need to hit that land. Alright, not just yet. Next turn, we're still in fine shape. Hit white mana, attack for 4. It's exactly where we want to be against control. This isn't the same opponent we just versed, is it? No, they're not running an 80 card deck with Urian. Alright, plans. Bargain. Sounds good to me. Is this like some new hot flavor deck, and is that why I'm seeing... Oh no, I should be playing Bogle there. I'm letting myself get blown out by Oath of Kaya now. Growth Spiral, okay. Sure. So, it's not Niv Mizzet, I don't think. I guess it could still be, I don't know. Maybe it's a 60 card version of Niv Mizzet that's not running Utopia Sprawl. Though, with this forest base, it might still be running Utopia Sprawl. You don't know. Uro's fine. Even if they Supreme Verdict there, we had Totem Armor up, so that's nice. So, Dovin's Veto might get us a little bit hard here. Alright, no Dovin's Veto. I'm going to attack for 8 and play this Bogle second main. Yeah. I don't know, like, it could still be Niv Mizzet, like... We got access to everything but black right now. It's not that far of a stretch. Alright, Supreme Verdict, Totem Armor active, double Aura win, so... As long as they don't put up a blocker, we're good. Yeah, sure, whatever, that's fine. They could Snapcaster Mage, which would... and Chump Block, which would suck. Rancor would stop that. Alright. I guess we still would get 2 attacks. Alright. So opponent has conceded. Supreme Verdict, Uro. So these Leylines got to come out. I think Rest in Peace comes in. And I think Gadok Teague also comes in. We can trim 1 core Spirit Dancer. Maybe 1 Spirit Mantle. And then that list seems fine. I'm assuming this is just an Uro control deck. So maybe it's like the Mad Max Ernst deck that we versed in the previous league, I think it was. Yeah, cool. I'll keep this. No Totem Armor, but otherwise, hand is awesome. Opponent's mulligan to 6. Even if they blow up our board, we still have a core Spirit Dancer to go in on. We draw Rancor off of the graveyard trigger, so it's really strong. Really, really strong. Opponent plays Island and passes the turn. Sure thing. I don't think a 4 to 5 color deck would be playing Field of Ruin. Do I just get the basic planes just in case? Maybe. I expect like a red and 6 at some point. Alright, this will probably be a growth spiral ramp here. Actually, I should leave this fetch land for Forest Armor, for Dried Arbor in case they wipe the board. Yeah. I think that's a little bit of a poor decision there. Field of Ruin. Alright, so that Field of Ruin's going to be good. Maybe I should have shocked. Wow. Very much wow. Hopefully he just randomly plays a Blood Moon here and tries to get us with Blood Moon. That would be like the big next level thing. Alright, that's fine. Uro is fine. Totem Armor would be the best thing ever to see here. Alright, just a core Spirit Dancer. Alright, so let's go in. Get that attack happening while we can do a big old attack. Any force effect? No force effect. Cool. Good, good. Attack for a bunch. If he kills our creature, we reload on a core Spirit Dancer. If he kills that one, we reload on another one. And we got Rancor every time, so it's pretty decent. Forest Island Mountain. Alright, so I expect Crypt to command here. Let's just attack. They have to do something or we just win anyway. Maybe Restoration Angel block. Cryptic Bounce Ethereal Armor. I don't know. Ether Gust. Alright, sure. Let's put that on top. That seems like an aura we want. Alright, we put them to 2. Cast out our Gadok Teague here. Switch them off. CMC 4 cost some more spells. And... oh no, no. I just skipped through the turn. Oh my god. Alright, so I'm a complete dingus. I probably should have the win here. But I might not now that I did that. Fuck. Awkward Bogle. Someone make an awkward Bogle meme where he's walking both ways. Alright, so I think we just go to attacks here. Even if he Cryptic bounces stuff, then that's not going to do enough. It has to be Cryptic tap. Alright, so that's tapped. Now we're able to resolve Gadok Teague. Resolve Rancor. Alright, we should have the win this turn. I guess I can Ether Gust, Gadok Teague to hand, and then go land Supreme Verdict, but it looks like they didn't have it. Cool bananas. 2-0. Update those league scores there. Couple of hexproof guys just being too much for these big decks. These big expensive decks getting beaten down by our hexproof deck. I mean, having said that, it's still a couple of $100, but it's a lot cheaper than a lot of modern decks. Let's point that much out. Okay, round 3. Let's do this. We won the die roll. Awesome stuff. Up against Scipius, or however you say that. I must say, English was never my strong suit, in case people can't tell. Alright, just waiting for our opponent to decide on their hand, and then we can get into the game. I mean, yeah, our hand's got a decent clock. We've got a fetch land, which we can hold up for Dryad Arbor if we need it. And, you know, we've got, I mean, an attack for 3, which isn't a huge amount, but it's something. Yeah. Good enough. Go with that. See what our opponent does. Watery Grave, my old nemesis. Intapped. Alright. So is it like Shadow that just blanked on its cards? Let's assume it's Shadow. Resolve our flying, especially, like, is the most important thing here. And then we can attack for 3. Not the most quick clock in the world, but top of our library is full of auras for us to draw, hopefully. Hydron Crab. Or Hedron Crab. It's Dredgevine, guys. It is Dredgevine. Alright, this is a little bit scary. Little bit scary. Alright. So we can attack for 3 in the air. Rest in Peace is going to be a superstar from the sideboard here. But yeah, just get that attack in. First things first. We'll play land, and then we'll play out both our creatures. I'm going to be very surprised if they, like, spend 2 mana to kill Core Spirit Dancer. Although they might, because it's very obvious that we've run out of gas. But we're like a Daybreak Coroner off of just being fine. We might bring in Suppression Field against this deck as well. I'm sure they've got a really high fetch land count to make the most of these landfall triggers on Hedron Crab. Wow. Alright, they're getting a lot done this turn. They're getting a Vengevine back. We can choose to block with Bogle and then recast our Sentinel's Eyes on Core Spirit Dancer, which I think I like. I honestly think we might be at the stage of the game where we need to do that. Alright, so let's do that. Guarantee that cast trigger. Oh, some prized amalgams. That's big and scary. Alright, and we get the Daybreak, so that's really good. We do have to exile... Oh, we don't have to exile a Grispoon here, actually. Alright, let's get the fetch land in the graveyard. Alright, and we're shifting gears onto Core Spirit Dancer to try and win us this game. Alright, let's get down this Totem Armor. If all of that's good, then I think we're fine. Oh, wow, another Daybreak? Okay. We're getting a giant ass called Spirit Dancer here. So it's going to be hard for our opponent to match our attacks now. Just because we're gaining 22 life a turn now. Or like 11 life in our turn, 11 life during their turn. So it's going to be hard for them to beat us down. Narco mid, but jump block. You got it. Yeah, I think that block's fine. Because we could just... If that's their last Narco Meeper, we could just reattach Grispoon, attack in the air, and kill them next turn. But they had a second Narco Meeper, so that's probably okay. Creeping Chill. Okay. Of course, that card makes an appearance. Anything that plays deck. I even jammed some Pioneer games the other day, and that was about in Pioneer as well, and I was just like, alright, why not? Sounds about right. So we should be gaining more life than damage they are dealing here. Or even close to it. So they deal 11, we gain 11, yeah. Alright, cool. And, yeah, Spirit Mantle is gonna do it. Yes, there's no harm going on this Bogle as well, and just attacking with both things in case they have some random main deck Force of Vigor or something, but it would be pretty safe to just attack here and win. But these cards we're playing aren't exactly like cards that, you know, our opponent would assume, like, it's not new information, they're just going to assume it's in the deck anyway. Alright, so big old attacks. Attack for 19. 14 of which is unblockable. Feels good. Feels very good. Cool. Alright. So, they didn't have anything funky to do. They might have discard effects. I think it's worth probably just ignoring them and taking the ley lines out. Bring in Rest in Peace, bring in Suppression Field, minus a core, minus a Grispoon, and go with that. Yeah. Resolving, like, turn 2 Rest in Peace or Suppression Field could go a very long way to winning us the game. So that's why I'm hinging so hard on those cards. Especially if we're on the play, which we won't be this game, but if we're on the play a turn 2 Suppression Field, we can just shut their mana right down. It'd be like that match against Tron the other day. Where literally one Suppression Field just made it impossible for them to activate their Expedition map. Even though they had 4 mana available, they still... Oh, maybe they had 3 available, and they needed to get the 4th one, and they just couldn't find it. Sure, it was very frustrating for my opponent, but it was very amusing to me. Mostly because, like, we mulled to very, very little, and we should have been completely boned that game, but it was just really strong showing. Alright, so Moto seems to like giving me no landers and, like, unkeepable 7s. Okay, this hand seems good enough to keep. Maybe. We have Daybreak. We're 1 mana off of doing Daybreak on turn 3. We'll bottom 1 Daybreak. Lead on Windswept Heath. Turn 2 Suppression Field. And then, yeah. Hopefully win the game from that. Like, Yeah, they probably bought in interactions like Assassin's Trophy, Fatal Push, and it might not be that straightforward. Okay, well. He's probably taking Daybreak. Joke's on him. The Thoughtseize does not hit our creature. We have next leveled the Thoughtseize deck here with our keep. He knows what's up now. Question is, can he do anything about it in game 3? Can he do anything about it this game? Maybe he bricks on land for a turn and then this just shuts him off entirely. It'd be fantastic. Alright. He's definitely deciding, like, thinking long and hard here. So he might actually be taking Suppression Field if he's thinking for this long. Alright. So he does decide to take the Daybreak Coronet, which is fine. Rancor's not a bad draw. We just don't have the Vigilance, so we'll have to have a tapped Dryad Arbor to get that down. Alright, opponent plays Hedron Crab. Breeding Pool in untapped. Oof. Untapped? Okay, that's even better. Creeping Chill. Get out of here, you. Double Vengevine in the grave. That is disgusting. Oh. Oh. Does anyone else feel sick right now? Alright, let's play Suppression Field. Hope it slows them down. Did I not tap white then? I thought I clicked white on that Razor Edge Thicket. So you got the Fatal Push as well. Stitches Supply, okay. If he's got Hedron Crab or the Merfolk thing here, he can get his Vengevines back and we pretty much lose. Hardcast Narcomoeba. Alright. What's our out here? I think we're just dead. Alright, he's hit us for 8. Cartouche, make a token. Chump block. And take 9. We block. So we shocked land. We go to 6. We block. Alright. It's thin. And then we need to draw Daybreak the turn afterwards. And if they get out another Vengevine, we're screwed. Or a Creeping Chill, we're also screwed. No more Vengevines. No more Vengevines. Alright, we go to 1. We need a Daybreak. Hardcast Prized Amalgam. Hardcast Gravecrawler, get Vengevine back. Okay. It's big and scary. Alright. Well, that's not going to do it. That is not Daybreak Coronet. So, game 3. So this game, he had 0 fetch lands that he played. And we saw his entire hand. Alright, maybe Suppression Field's too narrow. We'll take that out. We'll bring the ley lines back in to protect our Graveyard Hate and protect our Daybreak Coronet. Might just take out the other Gristbone. Maybe Spider Umbra instead, although the Totem Armor is kind of nice, and the green mana could be nice if we have the basic forest, so I think it's fine. Alright, keep this. Awesome hand. Awesome hand. Literally all I need is a Rest in Peace, and then I pretty much win. So hopefully Rest in Peace is on top, and then Land is on top the turn after that. And then we can just absolutely cripple our opponent. Alright, so slam down this and that and attack for 4. If we didn't draw the Hyena Umbra, then we could have considered playing Spirit Mantle and holding up chump blocks. Because if they have like a big turn, this big turn, and get some Vengevines out, then, you know, we might want to value the chump blocking more than anything else. So did they just get 2 Creeping Chills off that? That's disgusting. That card's so dumb. Alright, let's get in for 7. 2 Force of Vigors in the grave, no Vengevines. Alright, that was good. I actually, at first glance, I thought they were Vengevines. So they've got nothing relevant in the graveyard except a Gravecrawler they can get back. I think we're pretty good. I think we are pretty good. Dredgevine, yeah. Doesn't look good enough yet. It might do something. Price Amalgam Uro. Alright, sure, whatever. You think I care about that, Uro? I really don't. So if they have another Force of Vigor in hand, they can chump block, blow up Hyena Umbra, Rancor, and then chump block Daybreak Coronet falls off. They chump block our 1/1's trade. Looks like the damage is going through. They're just getting the mill effect there. Another Creeping Chill. Vengevine finally in the bin for our opponent. So that's 3 Creeping Chills in 29 cards. I'll just throw that out there. Although you could maybe -7 off of that because 7 were in their starting hand, and obviously Creeping Chill wasn't in the starting hand. So in 22 cards, they hit 3 copies. It's pretty good odds. I mean, it's pretty good odds. Without those 3 Creeping Chills, they'd be dead right now. Are they hardcasting Vengevine here? And then they cast Gravecrawler. But they got a zombie there. So they can do that. Hardcast Vengevine, cast Gravecrawler. Oh, recast Uro, yeah, sure, whatever. Like, who cares about your Uro? God. It's gained you 6 life and done really basically nothing. Alright, Gravecrawler back, Vengevine back. They can't attack with Vengevine. Because we'll just chump block for free. Alright, so Spirit Mantle on the Scout. This will put him to 1. That's not quite dead, but it's pretty close. Alright, let's attack for 8. Play a Dryad Arbor, pass the turn. I have a feeling like they're almost in chump blocker mode now, but we've got Spirit Mantle, so that's not even gonna work. They have to go wide for 42 damage, no, 41 damage. And we just chump block with everything. Gain a bunch of life. I don't think they can do it, even if they get out their other 3 Vengevines somehow from this position. I don't think they have the depth. They'd need to have another glimpse themselves, hit both Vengevines and a Gravecrawler, and then cast Gravecrawler from the grave. Get back Vengevines times 3. Yeah, I just don't think they've got it. Attack with only Uro. Sure. Well, they don't have up 3 mana. Am I playing around Nature's Claim? I still have First Strike. If they take away the Spirit Mantle, I'd still have a 7 powered First Striker, so they'd have to have... Yeah, so Nature's Claim or Assassin's Trophy or something like that, then we're safe against. But they can potentially play land, recast Uro now, and then just lose. Yeah, cool. Spirit Mantle OP. Dredgevine, we don't even need... We did not even need Rest in Peace to win that game. That is how good our hand was. That's awesome. Good feeling. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Dredgevine can be a very scary deck, particularly if it goes off on turn 2. But it just didn't that time. And I guess any deck's going to have its consistency issues, especially like a hard combo deck. But like, I guess it didn't have consistency issues. It just wasn't explosive because it still did what it was trying to do. Alright, so opponent here. We won the die roll. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Alright, this is a very sexy hand. Let's go ahead and keep it. And, yep. Got very good aura base here, guys. Very, very good aura base. Alright, opponent's begun with 7. We've begun with 7. Let's go. Jam this on down. Pass the turn. What are you up to? Another one of these decks. Alright, sure. This one's only a 60 card deck. Let's go and get out that Cartouche of Solidarity while we can. Guess it didn't matter because we had 2. 1 less damage this turn, but 1 more damage next turn, so I guess it works out the same. Alright, there's the Force of Negation. Holy crap, ditch Jace. Alright. Opponent's not mucking around, guys. Opponent is not mucking around. Temur. Another Cartouche now. Alright, up against these control decks, I always say casting 2 auras a turn is very important. And turn 3 attack for 5 here. Let's see what they do. They might snapcast a chump block or something. Alright, snow covered, growth spiral. Alright, sure. It's another one of these ramp decks. This might just be Mad Max's list, honestly, if it's running growth spiral. Guess I can Cryptic Command here. But we can also make them have it. So if I cast Ethereal Armor here, I'll attack for exactly lethal. Sure, let's go for it. Actually, nah, maybe not. I think they've just got it. Let's bluff that we're doing something. I don't know. I don't want to lose Daybreak Coronet and lose to an Uro or something. Alright, so tap draw. Yeah. So now we can resolve Daybreak. I mean, they've done nothing else all game, and it felt like they had the Cryptic there, you know? Sometimes you play enough games, you get a feel for this sort of thing. And now we have the kill next turn anyway. Yeah, we're pretty screwed against the Supreme Verdict or something, although they're not running whites, so that's not really going to happen here. So they can Mystic Sanctuary, get Cryptic Command back, then they need like an Opt or something to draw it. They could Uro to gain some life, yeah. Draw the Cryptic Command. We attack, deal a bunch of damage. Cycle this Horizon Canopy. We're not quite there on damage to win yet. Alright. Let's leave the scout in hand. I have a feeling their line is going to be... It sucks we didn't hit an Uro there, because like any Uro and we would have won. Their line's probably going to be Uro and then Cryptic Command as well. As long as they have 2 land, they can do both those things. If not, it's going to be Cryptic Command. Wait until they get land. Alright, there's 1 land. And they're just going to pass. Alright, well, we're going to go to attacks. They're going to Cryptic. It's not going to do too much. Then they can Mystic Sanctuary off the Scalding Tarn, get Cryptic back to hand again. No, they just drew a card. Alright, that's weird. That is very weird. So our opponent would be dead if we'd have resolved the Ethereal Armor. It sucks that they countered it, but, you know, that happens. Maybe it's not Mad Max's list, because they're running Jace, and Mad Max didn't have any Jace in his list. Because he was running, like, the Hour of Devastation, the Field of Dead. I think it was 4-color. This just seems to be Temur. Like, might still be on Wildness Reclamation, or whatever you freaking, however you say it. Going to 1 now. Mystic Sanctuary, Cryptic on top, sure. And then they go to Uro from the grave, get Cryptic to hand, tap us down. Do I have a win here? Do I have any way to get out of that lock? Because Uro's going to attack us every turn until we're dead. Wait, no. I think we're good. Uro from hand instead of... Okay. So Cryptic tap us. No surprises. And they return Mystic Sanctuary to their hand. Third Uro. I mean, they're going to stop drawing those suckers eventually, right? Because right now, like, they're getting some life here, but they're not actually... Could we draw something other than land? That would be swell. They're getting life, but they're not actually digging deeper to get to that extra land. They're just recycling their Cryptic and their Mystic Sanctuary continuously. Let's put another one on the board. 10. Yeah, that should be enough creatures, hopefully. It's trying very hard to get there. He's almost there. If he had Jace, he might be there. Then, of course, he'd be dead, you know. So, Cryptic on top. Unless they drew land for turn, they can't Uro. So, they'd have to have drawn land for turn for this to work. With Uro from grave. Sure. Alright, and they do have land. So, now we're just locked, I think. Which absolutely sucks. So if we draw an Ethereal Armor, we can break the cycle. I think. So there's no point playing this Bogle yet. We want to hold on to it for now. Ethereal Armor or Core Spirit Dancer, and we can break their cycle, because they're going to draw a card every time they attack, and we need to present a big enough chump blocker that we can kill the Uro. And then just attack for lethal in the following turn. That's almost there. Man, this life gain is going hard, going the distance. We just needed them to falter for one more turn, just allow us to get that one more attack in. Not dead yet. One more aura. What we need. Opponent's gained a lot of life here. So we can block with Dried Arbor as well to get us there on the damage. So that's actually just enough. As much as I hate to see that, it's just enough. And we need to have that. We need like nothing to get countered here. Oh wait, we're 1 damage short. Are you kidding me? Oh, go away. Fuck's sake. I can't count. I'm sorry. I guess it wouldn't have mattered, but yeah. That sucks. That definitely sucks. Guess we chump block. If we don't, it's just gonna get tapped down next turn anyway. If we draw a Core Spirit Dancer, we can throw the auras on that instead. Yeah. I punted. If we had Path to Exile in our main deck, that would also be a very live draw. Just kill the damn thing. I guess I'd get another one back, but Primeval Titan as well? Are you kidding me? What's he getting with that? Has he interrupted his own lock here? Field of the Dead. Well, we have flying. If we draw Ethereal Armor, we might just win. It's in the deck. It's not Ethereal Armor. Oh wait, he's got Cryptic Mana again. Are you kidding me? Go away. Oh. Can you not? Can you not? Man, that really sucks. Alright, so they got there. Hot damn, that was very frustrating. Alright, so Leyline's out. Rest in Peace in, and Gadok Tegan. And a Core Spirit Dancer out. Maybe like Cartouche. Doesn't seem amazing. Alright, let's go with that. Yeah, either Gadok Tig or Rest in Peace, and we just hard shut them down. Let's mulligan for something with at least 2 lands or a hate card. Oh, come on, man. Come on, give me a freaking land. Oh. Alright, well this will do. And do I just go in on Core Spirit Dancer instead? That might be the way to go. They can just Cryptic bounce Core Spirit Dancer. Opponent mulligan to 6 and cap to 6. Do I want to risk the Core Spirit Dancer for the biscuit? Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. This is extremely risky. I feel a lot happier if that was a Gadok T, if I was being honest. If I am being honest. Don't know why I said that in the past text. Past text? Past tense. Jeez. So here, even if they Cryptic bounce our Core Spirit Dancer, it might not be the worst thing. Because we do get our Rancors back, and that's going to be pretty strong. Sure. Alright, awesome. We hit our Gadok Teague. That's what we need. We might just actually kill them with Core Spirit Dancer next turn. Big old fat Core Spirit Dancer coming at your face. Alright, so they know about the Rancor, so let's just cast that one. That will be lethal. So I guess there's no reason to not play around Repeal, because Repeal would beat us. So cast the Ethereal Armor. Alright. Core Spirit Dancer was good enough. We got there. Run the same list. Maybe Spirit Mantle out for Cartouche, but they do have those Field of Dead tokens, so Spirit Mantle's probably fine. Yeah, seems fine. Well, this is clearly not good enough. Opponent kept 7. We got Rest in Peace here. Let's keep this. Bottom, done. Because they've remanded, I guess we cast Core Spirit Dancer here and wait for them to do something extra in the following turn. They might remind it. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. It resolved. Awesome. Lightning Bolt. Alright. Alright. That's fine as well. Let's try Rest in Peace. See what happens. Cool. Rest in Peace resolves. That's really good. We'll play Windswept Teeth Pass. I think we have to get the Dryad Arbor here because this is pretty bad against Cryptic Command. I think we have to go partially in on the Dryad Arbor just to bait the Cryptic with our less... Alright, let's just attack for 2. I don't think he's going to block. Alright, 2 damage through. Pass the turn, cycle Horizon Canopy, end step. Really like to draw Gadok Teeg and Totem Armor so I can get a Gadok Teeg out of Lightning Bolt range. And at the moment I'm just happy attacking for 2 while that sort of happens. I guess my opponent's looking for a chance to Cryptic Bounce, Rest in Peace, and then cast and resolve an Uro. I would guess that's what they're doing. Alright, we almost have more lands than our opponent, and that's kind of impressive. Probably not the good kind of impressive, though. He's got Field of Dead out now. It's worth trying to resolve Spirit Mantle, I feel. The problem is we do have to be careful about what auras we put down, because if they bounce our Dryad Arbor with Cryptic Command, then everything goes to the grave and we don't get anything back. So there's the Cryptic Command. He's decided to cash it in finally. We lose 2 auras off of that, which is really bad because we've got nothing going for us. We've just been drawing lands these last however many turns. And now he's casting Uro. My guess is he's going to have enough mana for a second Cryptic Command, bounce Rest in Peace, and then start to go off after that. And we want to be able to cast a Gadok Teeg in response to all of that. Well, it's something. Let's cycle Horizon Canopy. Resolve our other Rest in Peace. And pass. I don't think Dryad Arbor is the way to win this game. Though we will just die to Field of Dead tokens eventually. I still don't really think I want to put any auras down on my Dryad Arbor. Let's just leave it. Alright, maybe I'll put down 2 auras. Rancor and Spirit Mantle. Try attacking with that. If I lose 2 auras to a Cryptic, I guess he loses his Cryptic as well to the Rest in Peace. Is he just going to bounce Spirit Mantle here? Oh, Field of Ruin, of course. Fuck, how didn't I see that on the field? Alright, I just threw away 2 auras for no reason whatsoever. That's really bad of me. Goodness gracious. What a messy game just because he had Lightning Bolt. Damn, that's such a shame. It would have been a really good game otherwise. Alright, well, if this resolves, we're back in with a shot. Alright, I assume he's got no counter magic if he didn't counter this. Alright, so his counter magic is Force of Negation. Gotcha. Alright, still a Cryptic Command, and we're right back in the driver's seat. You got another... Oh, fuck off. Alright. Another counter spell. Take 6. We basically need to draw Daybreak here or we're dead. Maybe Cartouche Solidarity will do it as well. We're in a rough spot right now. Had too many turns of doing nothing, and now Field of Dead tokens are very strong. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Man, that's a shame. Maybe I should have mulled further. Was that a mull of 5, I think? Mulled to 6. Maybe I should have mulled further. Alright, we'll concede. So, lost to this. I mean, I feel like on the average game, we're going to tempo them out, and then we're going to play either our Rest in Peace or our Gadok Teague on turn 3/4, and shut off their Cryptic Command, Mystic Sanctuary lock, and then we just beat them down from that point forward. So, I don't think that's a bad matchup. I think we just didn't get there that time. Alright, so update that record. Definitely some interesting games though, which are good. I'm going to pause this here though, and be back after soccer. Okie dokie, let's finish this league off, guys. We are up against Simo Momi. The name looks familiar. I can't pick a deck though. We're on the play. I'm going to keep this hand. We're desperately needing a second land though. If we get our second land, awesome hand though. Yep. Opponents on Tron. Not amazing hand. Not an amazing hand against Tron. I'm gonna say that much. Alright, let's get our Totem Armor down. If it's Eldrazi Tron, we're gonna want the Sentinel Eyes in hand for Chalice. Core Spirit Dancer Chalice. Although we already have 2 mana, so that's not gonna matter too much. Hopefully it's Eldrazi Tron. I'd actually prefer that. We've also resolved our Totem Armor for Blast Zone. Alright, awesome. It looks like Eldrazi Tron. 1 land. That's not land. Alright, we're chilling. Actually, let's put this... Are you kidding me? Let's put the Sentinel's Eyes in the graveyard. So it doesn't get taken away by a Thought-Knot Seer. I cancelled my yield through turn with 5, and then it cancelled my attack as well. And then, but it cancelled in a delayed manner, so I missed my attack. Alright, cool. So, let's get our Spirit Mantle down. So he can't cash in Matter Reshaper for anything. And then we got double Daybreak Coronet anyway, so it'll be pretty good from that point. It's a shame we missed 2 damage last turn. I think we're going to be okay. Even Thought-Knots here just doesn't do enough here because we've got Daybreaks. So opponent now has Tron mana. Ulla's Dust would be backbreaking. I suppose Ugin would be pretty annoying as well. Yeah, another Mattery Shaper, Thought-Knots here, both fine by me. Chalice on 2 would probably be really bad for us. I don't know if we'll be able to race him from that point. If we got the extra 2 points of damage in, maybe, but even if we got those extra 2 points of damage in, they'd be on 13. That's a 5-turn clock. That's not very good. Oh wait, more than that, 6 turn. Alright, Ugin's probably going to eat Spirit Mantle here. Thought-Knots here, strip Daybreak Coronet, and then he's probably going to destroy Spirit Mantle. Oh, actually, him destroying Hyena Umbra is smarter, but him destroying Spirit Mantle protects the Ugin. And, yeah. Because if he gets Hyena Umbra off, then Blast Zone's not going to be an issue. Really hope those 2 points of damage don't come back to bite us here. Chalice on 2. Great. Well, that's a little bit too much of a good turn. Alright, whatever. Griffspoon, we're still not going to get there. I don't know what we can do. Alright, whatever. Good game. We missed one attack, and our opponent pretty well had the nuts from that situation. Double Chalice at Ugin and stripped our hand. Like, what are we going to do? Alright, Forces are good, and Gadok Teague is good. Got to take out a couple of cards. Probably Cartouche of Solidarity is the weak link here. And we'll run the list back. Or not back, we'll run this list into them. Yes, Cartouche gives us a token for against Blast Zone, and that's a creature we can go back in on. But we want Griffspoon because we can return it from our grave. We want Sentinel's Eyes because it gives us an engine with Core Spirit Dancer. We want all our 2-mana auras. We don't want to lose our Totem Armor auras, and we're not going to throw away Ethereal Armor or Rancor. Like, yeah, Cartouche has still got to be the weakest one. I guess if we didn't miss a land drop, we would have had the Spirit Mantle out of our hand a turn earlier and a Daybreak Coronet down a turn earlier. And we wouldn't have just been stone dead to everything that they did do. We would have had an extra aura on the board from where we were, so they wouldn't have had us just dead. They would have, I guess we would have had an attack with Daybreak Coronet, gained 5 life, and then they'd take the Daybreak Coronet off with the Ugin, and then we're still attacking with a 3-power creature. Well, I mean, if I had a guaranteed second land, I would probably keep, but Dried Arbor's not going to cut it. I think I can look for better. Something with Force of Vigor as well, maybe. Alright, Gadok Teague will do. Yeah, Gadok Teague is good enough. Let's keep this. Alright, let's lead on our lucky poster boy. Scout can be force fodder. Alright, so no Gemstone Caverns. They're not going to play a turn 1 Chalice. Hopefully no Simian Spirit Guide either. That'd be pretty frustrating, but alright, Expedition map is fine. Yeah, well, I'll take it. Question is, do I want to play this second Scout out of my hand? I think in the instance that they play a Planeswalker, probably. But I might be just casting Gadok Teague next turn. Let's play it. I guess it's worse if they do all this dust, and it's worse if we draw Force, but we're not guaranteed to play draw Force, and we're going to look to play this Gadok anyway, which sort of negates Force a little bit there. Hopefully they have an Eldrazi land or a Wastes here. Alright, cool. No natural Tron. That's good. Chalice on 1. Yes, sweet. That's fine. I don't care about that. Good job. You got their opponent. So worst case next turn is Thought-Knot here. Take away a Gadok, play a Planeswalker, and wreck us. Guess that's going to take a couple of turns to set up, and they have to have Temple in hand. And I guess if they had Temple in hand, they wouldn't be playing Map there. Alright, let's hit. Hit in. Alright, doesn't look like a Thought-Knot here, so that's good. Oh, Rancor is a nice one. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, yeah, that gets counted. I'm an idiot. Yeah, my bad. Getting too swept up at how good my clock is here to play right. Alright, hopefully they don't have Dismember. I should make it harder for our opponent next turn. Blast Zone on 1. They can crack Blast Zone. We deal 3 damage. And they're still switched off playing things, so yeah. Alright, we want to play this Temple Garden in case we draw Force and our Gadok is dead. Alright, hopefully they just have... Ah, damn it. They've hit mana. They're going to cast something. Hopefully it's all non-creature spells in hand. See what they do. If their plan is Khan, that's not going to work, obviously. We'll just kill them anyway. They need a creature here. And then we can still draw Spirit Mantle, attack and win. I really wish I didn't throw away that Rancor. That might have come in handy later on. Alright, well, they're taking a while to think their turn out, so I guess they just don't have it. I'm just going to pause. Alright, Reality Smasher, sure. That would be right. Well, we want this down in case we draw Griffspoon, because then we can cast it and play it the same turn. So we're just going to pass. No need to attack here. Obviously, Walking Ballista would be really bad for us. It would eat up all their mana, though. Yeah, we're literally drawing to like 4 outs right now. I guess Force of Vigor is also an out, kind of, because it can kill Chalice and reset for us. Now they've got 6 mana for Eldrazi and 5 mana otherwise. Well, I mean, yeah, or they draw that. They, they would have played that last turn if they had it, surely. Alright, better top deck wins. That was close, though. Yeah, we drew like one aura all game, and then the rest were lands. So in 5 draw steps, we saw 4 lands. Is that right? We saw at least 3. Don't think I kept a 1-lander. We mulliganed to 6, kept a 6. It was like Boggle, Scout, double land, Coronet Teague, right? Boggle, Scout, land, Boggle, Teague. That's 6. So our draws were Rancor and land. We can still just draw a Spirit Mantle and 2-turn clock them. Same with Griff's Burn. So it's not quite over yet. It's just very close to. Or they could draw that stupid card. Yeah, sure. Why would you get Ensnaring Bridge? You want to get Walking Ballista here. What? Surely not. When's my creature going to be big enough? And they play into their own chalice? Oh my god. Sure. Well, I mean... Yeah, the story of the game is just draw dead and lose. That's not a very good indication of anything, so... Whatever. Like, they could even just start land screwing us or something. I don't know. Why are they getting bridge? That doesn't seem right. They could get that in a later turn. Because we just put down a 1-power aura and attack anyway and kill them over 2 turns potentially. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Tectonic Edge, sure. Have you got something better to do with your turn? Something that maybe wins the game. Surely you just get Walking Ballista and start making it massive, right? Or if there's a Chalice in the sideboard, you'd get it and play it on 2 or something. Liquid Metal Coating, start stripping my land. Yeah, that even sounds better. Like, you got a second con. That'll just be dirty. Oh, all is dust as well. Okay, sure. Why are you even thinking? What do you need to think about? Like, when you draw all is dust, what do you need to think about? Honestly. Alright, we're just bricking in every way imaginable. Well, a bit of a shitty way to end the league, but I guess it happens. Variance happens. Now I don't have any land left to do anything. That happens as well, I suppose, when they let Khan the Great Creative be a card. I know they banned Liquid Metal Coating, but it's still really good in a select few decks, and everyone else just loses out. Come on, Force. Come on, Force. It's not a Force. Let's cycle this. That is a Force. Good. Good. We can then draw a Bogle and get back into it. Maybe I have to answer this Liquid Metal Coating so I don't just lose all my creatures for free. All my land for free. I think I do. I think I killed Chalice and Liquid Metal Coating. Construct. So they've finally drawn the Walking Ballista? No. Okay. Why are you naming Construct? That doesn't make any sense. Alright, so let's get rid of Chalice and Liquid Metal Coating. Let's be honest, getting rid of Bridge here would help my opponent, not hinder them. I guess I should have done that upkeep as well, maybe, in case I draw Core Spirit Dancer and want to play that in Hyena Umbra in the same turn. Like, could we draw anything? Any creature? Like, could we draw a fetch land even? Like, so frustrating. Now they're just going to get, like, probably another Chalice from the sideboard and just lock us out again. I mean, if they were smart, they'd get Walking Ballista, start pumping it, and then shoot me in the face for 27 over, like, 5 turns. They don't seem to want to do that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've got access to 12 mana. They could play a 6/6 and then pump it 3 times a turn. Why are you taking so long? You have 1 card in hand. Honestly. Activate your card, play your card, pass the turn. Not hard. Looks like they've actived Khan. Seems right. Oh, hallelujah. They saw the line, they got the Walking Ballista, and they're playing it for 12 mana. God forbid. Maybe I should play Eldrazi Tron. It seems like a difficult deck. No, we can't draw Core Spirit Dancer or else it just gets popped. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, well, if they want to activate that, then they're gonna have to lose some of their clock. And I gotta draw cards here. I can't just sit back and wait. I don't have Stony Silence in the deck anyway, so I can't do anything. Like, alright, well, imagine if we drew Core Spirit Dancer a turn earlier. Like, just imagine, guys. Wouldn't that be something? 1 turn earlier, all it would have taken. Would have had Hyena Umbra down, would have had 5 toughness, they could have killed the Totem Armor, and then they'd only have 1 point left. There's got to be bad beats right there. I guess maybe I hold it until I draw a Force of Vigor, maybe, and then pop the Ballista's face. Sure. They're plussing, they're not choosing to do the Ensnaring Bridge in case I have Path to Exile. Alright, we draw a guy. Thank goodness. Step 1. So now we want to draw Spirit Mantle. We want to cast Spirit Mantle, cast Daybreak. And then we want to draw Force of Vigor and destroy the bridge and attack for the win. Grisboom would work as well. Cool. Start making tokens. Sure. Well, that creates a further problem here. What's its ulti do? It doesn't have an ulti. Alright, well that's fine. Right on time. Pass turn. Destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Yeah, we're wanting Force of Vigor first here, so we can destroy Walking Ballista so that it doesn't. Are we wanting it first? I don't know. We need to be able to attack Ugin and kill it. Surely they want to minus Karn at some point and get some more artifacts from their sideboard. More value. Maybe they just want to keep pumping Ballista. Like, Ballista's not going to be a quick clock. 3 counters a turn. It's not very much. They're almost better off, yeah, just making these manifest tokens going wide. And, like, they've got 0 cards in hand. What are they thinking about now? Like, oh, God. Alright, they choose to use the active. Great. Sovereign. Yeah, sure. Enters the battlefield and deals 3 damage to me. Whatever. Sure. No legal targets for me. Wait, couldn't target my face? Oh, it's only a creature or planeswalker. Why are you getting that? What's that do? What? You'd be better off spending the mana. Like, alright, well, we're continuing to draw nothing. And just going to pass back. Leave the scout in hand in case I draw Force of Vigor. That Rancor in hand would be really handy right about now. So that I could just play double aura, attack, win. Because currently if I draw a white aura, I can't do that in Coronet. That and, yeah, any white aura. And I'd want to be able to attack and win in the same turn. So Griff Spoon, Spirit Mantle, bam, attack, win. But yeah, this is like an incredibly boring game. It's stalled right out. Hopefully we get there and get a game 3. They're like clocking themselves real hard here. So if we do get to a game 3, they might lose on time even. Like, because they're taking so unnecessarily long to make decisions here. Like Karn, you're just going to plus it. You can't even minus it at this point. And then you're just going to end step active on the Walking Ballista. And like, why are they tanking? What are they thinking about? Do I want to pay 2 mana for a tome counter? Maybe, if you got 2 mana left over. You can do that instant speed still, though. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, just... Sure. Plays always. Cool. Good on you. Yep. Do I get a turn now? Well done, you made a token as well. Yep. Good. Pass. You can do it. I want to see the top card of my library here, man. Like, why are we stalling this out for a million years? Cool. You can't actually get rid of your own ensnaring bridge. Oh, wait. He's killing it. Right. Okay. That makes sense. Does he have lethal? Maybe. Well, I can jump block here. Let's count the damage. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20, 23, 30. And then he pumps for 7. Sure. So this has got flying, and I can block the Walking Ballista and stop 7 damage. Sure. Like, goodness gracious, that took a long time. Now we have to wait for him to pump his Walking Ballista, shoot us in the face. If only we had haste somehow here. I guess if we'd played the other scout, we would be able to potentially attack on crackback and win there. So maybe that was wrong from me. Wait, how do you do all that extra damage? Alright, whatever. GG. If I hadn't played like so stupidly slow there, like, why? Why? You're that far ahead. Like, just play the game out. What was our next card? It's just like, it's so beyond me. It's so dumb. Alright, it was Rancor, so we could have Rancor and attacked. So if we played Scout, then we wouldn't have quite won because my opponent somehow dealt more damage to me than what I thought we were taking. Because Walking Ballista can't trample. 16, 19, plus 4. It's 23. Oh, and we were on 4 life after that? Okay, whatever. Yeah, so we were just dead. I miscounted. That's fine. Yeah, oh well. Overall, another very respectable league. Definitely showing everyone out there that, you know, if we can go 3-2 every league and you can play for free online, like, that's pretty good, guys. That's really good. 3-2 giving us the extra prize of the chest and that as well. So yeah, like, look, I really like this list at the moment. I'm really enjoying having Cartouche in the list and getting those tokens in certain matchups, like against that Oath of Kaya Niv Mizzet deck. Like, it just gave us that little bit of extra reach where we didn't just like straight die. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with the split of auras now at the moment, and the sideboard too. So yeah, like, it's really good. I like the list. I hope you guys are liking it as well. And yep, thank you for watching up until the end, like always, guys. I love your support that you give me every week. If you're new to the channel, guys, subscribe for daily content like this, and ring that bell for notifications every time a new video goes live. Thank you all. I will see you next time.